Now, it's no doubt that President Donald Trump, since his inauguration, he has vowed to hold everyone accountable, not just those in the United States of America, but also the United Nations, the USA, and even countries in Africa. We saw his ongoing beef, or we've seen his ongoing beef with South Africa's President Ramaphosa, and even the controversial law that Trump says is very discriminatory. I mean, taking farms which were owned by, or which is owned by white farmers in South Africa without giving them compensation. That is what Trump is alleging. And currently, South Africa's President Ramaphosa said he's in talks with Trump administration to know how both of them can come to equal things so that they can solve this particular issue. But then, far from that, we are getting another thing currently on our desk, which suggests that Ghana has joined a list of countries sanctioning or perhaps rebuking the efforts of President Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump currently, perhaps most African leaders wouldn't be fan of him because he's deporting illegal immigrants in his country, and he's just doing what Americans voted for him to do. But in many African countries, they are pissed off, and far from that, too, African countries have started complaining that hey, Trump is withholding aid, funds and grants which is necessary for African countries to thrive. So Trump has his own thing and going on with African leaders, and currently he's not on good terms with most of them. But currently, as I'm speaking to you now, there is a new breed of ongoing tensions between Trump himself, or the Trump administration, and also many countries across the globe. Now, it all started when reports came in that Trump has signed an executive order imposing sanctions on the International Criminal Court, that is ICC, over the investigations of Israel. So we all know October 7th, last 2 years, the attack that did happen that left many Israelis dead, and in retaliation, Israel countered the attack by launching a very fierce attack on Hamas, which has led to over 50,000 Palestinians dead, and most of them are also displaced. Now, based on this, the ICC, which is the International Criminal Court, they've actually called Prime Minister Netanyahu, that's the Israel Prime Minister, that he is guilty of war crimes because at the point that this particular attack happened on October 7th against Israel, everyone condemned it, and he should have taken steps to perhaps stop this war, or not perhaps not increase the chances of all of this fighting, or perhaps spread the whole tension between himself, the country of Israel, and perhaps the state of Palestine, the Palestinians, and also Gaza. So among people are saying that he's kind of fueled this whole thing, and because of that, many countries lodged complaints against him at the ICC, and because of that, the ICC actually charged him with war crimes. So if Prime Minister Netanyahu, if he should arrive at any country which is not really friendly, he would be arrested. Same for President Putin and other people who have been accused of various war crimes. So Trump actually hosted Prime Minister Netanyahu over the weekend at the White House, and immediately after that, he signed an order sanctioning the International Criminal Court, that saying that hey, you guys are saying that if Netanyahu should set foot in any country, even in the US, you should arrest him. And Trump is saying that, hey, that doesn't really make sense because Netanyahu is only defending his country. So Trump, to counter that, has really sanctioned International Criminal Court. So before anything, let's put this particular one on the screen. Let's get to the place where Ghana has joined a list of African countries in rebuking President Donald Trump. So this what this copy is coming from Associated Press, says that President Donald Trump signed an executive order imposing sanctions on the International Criminal Court over investigations of Israel, a close U.S. ally. Neither the U.S. nor Israel is a member of or recognizes the court, which has issued an arrest warrant of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for alleged war crimes over his military responses in Gaza after Hamas attacked Israel on October 2023. Tens of thousands of Palestinians, including children, have been killed during the Israeli military response. The order Trump signed Thursday accuses ICC of engaging in illegitimate and also baseless arrest warrants against Netanyahu and his former defense minister Yoav Gallant. The ICC has no jurisdiction in the United States or in Israel. The order states, adding that the court has set a dangerous precedent with its actions against both countries. So basically, Trump is saying that hey, if a group of people attacks your country, okay, or your nation, and you defend, the ICC will say, regardless of who started it, you don't have a right to defend yourself because you are guilty of war crimes. So currently, the arrest warrant on Netanyahu and his defense minister Yoav Gallant, Trump is saying, stop it. So if ICC have brought this order that even if Netanyahu should step in the US, should arrest him, Trump is saying stop it, and then he has sanctioned the ICC. So basically, the ICC arrest warrant is basically forward. It won't work. Now, in response, this is where Africa and perhaps Ghana comes in joining the rebuke against Donald Trump. Now, many countries actually brought out a letter standing with the International Criminal Court rebuking Trump's sanction against the ICC. So as you can see, Luxembourg at the EU, it says 79 states parties have joined the following statement in support of the International Criminal Court initiated by a cross-regional core group of countries. So now, this statement basically includes many countries who have said that, hey, Trump, your order is not really it's not really going to work. If Netanyahu should step in any of these countries, he will be arrested per the International Criminal Court's order. So this is where Africa joins a list of countries to perhaps call Donald Trump's bluff and saying that he has no jurisdiction in what happens at other nations, and he should heed or pay attention to what the International Criminal Court is saying. So let's read it. So the statement in support of the International Criminal Court is endorsed by the following states. So in here, they are saying all of these countries are saying that the International Criminal Court, they endorse the arrest warrants of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and also Israel's Defense Minister Yaov. So the countries are Afghanistan, Albania, Andorra, a lot of countries, but in here, or perhaps on the fifth line, you see Finland, France, Gabon, Gambia, Germany, Ghana, and co. And even underneath, you also see South Africa. So many countries, including Tunisia, Uganda, and many South African countries have also joined. About 79 countries have joined to rebuke Donald Trump. Now, let's read the statement, because the statement basically carries everything that we need to know about this particular issue. It says here, we, the undersigned states parties to the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court, reaffirm our contribution and unwavering support for the independence, impartiality, and integrity of the ICC. The court serves as a vital pillar of the international justice system by ensuring accountability for the most serious international crimes and justice for victims. Today, the court is facing unprecedented challenges. Measures sanctioning the court, its officials and staff, and those operating with it have been adopted in response to the court carrying out its mandates in accordance with the Rome Statute. It further goes on to say such measures increase the risk of impunity for the most serious crimes and threaten to erode the international rule of law, which is crucial for promoting global order and security. Moreover, sanctions could jeopardize the confidentiality of sensitive information and safety of those involved, including victims, witnesses, and court officials, many of whom are national. Sanctions will severely undermine the situations currently under the investigation, as the court may have to close its field offices, advancing the ICC's vital work serves the ICC's vital work serves our common interest in promoting accountability, as evidenced by the support provided by to the court by both parties and non-state parties. As strong supporters of the ICC, we regret any attempts to undermine the court's independence, integrity, and impartiality. We are committed to ensuring the ICC business community so that the court can continue to carry out its functions effectively and independently. As we collectively strive to uphold international justice, we underscore the ICC's indispensable role in ending impunity, promoting the rule of law, and fostering lasting respect for international law and human rights. So basically, all these countries, the statement that they dropped, one country which was also notable in all of this sanctions, or in all of this response, was Ghana, as you can see in the list of countries there. Now, there are lots of questions, and Trump is saying that we need to actually look at the genesis of this issue. Israel did not start this war. Israel didn't start this attack. It was Hamas. And because Hamas was perhaps operating on a territory or perhaps the land of Palestine, using that as a decoy to attack innocent civilians, it only called for perhaps a response. And that response was many are saying that the response was basically warranted. But then the International Criminal Court says that it doesn't actually hold that view, and what Trump did, he really violated a statute laws and also human rights. What Netanyahu did, he really violated statutory and also human rights across the globe. So that's exactly what is going on, and Trump is saying that he's not getting, or he's not taking any of those bullshit, because the ICC's arrest warrants on Netanyahu means that if he should step in US, he should even be arrested. But Trump has sanctioned and perhaps revoked any potential arrest of Prime Minister Netanyahu. And Ghana is now joining the list of many nations to say, hey Trump, you are in the wrong here. I'll be giving you more updates as all of these various events continue to unfold. Thank you for watching.